let's get going. I'll talk to you when we get about 2 miles off from the airport. Hawaiin. Doing okay? Okay, great. Got the microphones in the back row. Other than the front, speak up one up here with us. Any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Turn the mic, push on the black button, speak about an inch or closer into the microphone. We'll hear you. 34 windmills up ahead, helping to generate 14% of the island's electricity when they all are turning. Put up there about 8 years ago. Is it?
City?
One more time?
What city was that?
What city was it?
Did they generate power for it?
It's for the island of Maui.
Oh, okay, thanks.
The island of Lanai is up ahead. It was purchased last year, 97% of it, purchased by Larry Ellison, the CEO of Orico. Though they are residents remaining 3%, his island's nickname now is the Private Isle. We call the West Maui Mountains is actually a volcano that formed this side of Maui about 2 million years ago. But over eons of time with winds and the eruption into the sides of this volcano, 7 major valleys were created. Helps gives Maui its nickname, the Valley Owl. Bumpy here. The wind's coming from the right. We'll let it push us back out as it just comes through the valley. Coastline to the right-hand side was the whaling capital of the Pacific of the mid-1800s. And then the entertaining Kaanapali along the coastline just to the furthest of the lake. First major resort to go to Maui was there in Kaanapali in 1963. There's an island to our right that's called Kaho'olawe. It was used by the military for bombing practices from World War II to 1991. After 8 years of cleaning it up, it was turned back to the state here. Kaho'olawe to the target island.
The island inhabited at all now?
No, just feral goats. It's in the rain shadow of Maui, so it doesn't get much rain. You still can't go on that island. Even though it was cleaned up of all the unexploded munitions, there's still the possibility of undiscovered, unexploded bombs. So if you go fishing there, the closer you can get to that island is about a mile. Once you get past the windmills up ahead, we'll get to the windward side of the ridge line, and just little bumps we're feeling will subside. Acres of sugar fields up ahead. Takes about 2 years to grow. We'll talk a little bit more about them a little later. The boats are heading out towards Teri there in the channel, straight ahead. One time, little volcano there in the channel now. Lost half its rim, great crescent-shaped island, great place for snorkeling and scuba diving, and they're heading out there already. Now, where is home with Martina, Nathan? You can use that microphone.
Kansas City.
Kansas City, and then Teri? Kansas City too, Natalie?
We're all a family from the same area.
Oh, you are? Well, listen, welcome. Where are you staying, by the way? Of the island. And speak about an inch or closer into the microphone like you do in telephone so it picks up your voice. And then push that button one more time.
Kihei at Sugar Beach.
Up ahead then. It's 8 miles of sandy beaches on this side of the island. Kihei up ahead, then further down the shoreline, Wailea and Martina.
I feel your evening breeze tonight, Molokai, I'm longing for laughter. I'll gaze upon your silent shores, reminisce the sweet embrace of ginger. As New York City walls closed in, I long for the touch of an island. Molokai, Molokai, sweet home. Ooh. So to rest your weary eyes, mist your smiles and lullabies in the evening time. And it's been so long since I've been home, I miss the morning sunrise of the countryside. Come so far.
You know, there's a concrete driveway in front of us, goes up slope. It's a 3.2-mile private driveway that belongs to Oprah, owned a private shortcut. Beaches of Kihei and Wailea to their property, 100 acres of land, located up slope. Sand, by the way, guys, along the coastlines, it comes from the decomposition of coral reefs. We can always tell how deep the waters are, too, by the colors of it. Light green in color is 1 to 5 feet deep. Aqua is 5 to 25 feet, 25 feet and deeper. Another eruption site. Just beyond that, this is called Big Beach or McKenna Beach.
I'll feel your memories tonight.
I remember about 3.5 years ago, they spent 2 weeks filming in the Grand Wailea Resort, one of the resorts. Courses on Adam Sandler's Jennifer Aniston, Nicole Kidman, filming a movie titled Just Go With It.
As New York City was closed in, I long for the...
Beneath us, the lower slope of Ulupalakua Ranch is covered with a dry tree. The Hawaiian name for it is kiawe tree, brought to the island by the earlier ranch owners for their cattle. You should have the same tree back home in the continental U.S. goes by the name of the mesquite tree. The upper area of the ranch, the greener pasture land area in front of us, got the Deski Winery up here, Maui's only vineyard. Though I don't drink, I do enjoy driving around up country here, the wine tasting area. And anyway, 2,300 head of cattle called Barangas, 200 head of milk. last volcanic eruption from Maui was about 400 years ago. You can still see the exposed lava fields from that eruption along the coastline, brown lava to the right front side. And there's little mounds along what is known as the southwest rift of Haleakala. String of eruptions that occurred along this ridge line. Miniature mound, little mounds are again miniature volcanoes, very similar to the one that you pointed out along the coastline, Pete.
This year, has got rainfall?
We might have had just a little more rain recently, but all in all, we've had less rain here in the islands the past decade or so. Weather pattern changing, less rainfall, lower winds. When was the last time you were here on Maui?
We come every 2 years.
Yeah. It's a little bit greener to the right front side, or maybe just a passing rain shower. We had a tropical storm a few days ago, and just a little more rainfall. I guess the terrain changed rapidly, but it'll go back to being brown here once the rain, after the rainfall. You're not supposed to take a rent-a-car on this side of the island, the road that runs along the shoreline to the right front side. The road does turn intermittently to dirt road for about 5 miles or so, sort of further down the shoreline. Those that drive out from the airport area to Hana will go around this mountain in a clockwise fashion along the shoreline, opposite direction of us, of course. When they get to Hana town up ahead, they'll just turn around and go back the same way they came, but if they didn't, to the right front side, of course, be the second half of the drive for them. More than ample amount of time to do some stop along the way. It's going to take about 11, 12 hours to go around this eastern side of Maui. We can see the Big Island, by the way, right front side. There's two tallest mountain peaks. On the left, Mauna Loa on the right, both shy of 14,000 feet. Snows up there every winter, about 3 months out of the year. That haze that we have between us and the Big Island is actually volcanic smoke. It comes from a volcano on the Big Island, which has been erupting non-stop for the last 30 years on it now. At the summit of Haleakala Observatory, also known as Science City. 7 observatories up there used by both NASA and University of Hawaii for solar and lunar monitoring. What they do is they still aim a laser to bounce it off a mirror that was left on the moon. They use that to judge the distance from Earth to the moon. I'm sure if you come every 2 years, you've probably been to the summit already. It's one of my favorite things to do to get the sunrise. You'd be just to the right-hand side of the observatories. Now they take a picture of the sky, compare night to night, and see if anything has moved out there, any kind of asteroids may be making its way towards Earth. Plus 10,023 feet in height. It is the world's largest dormant volcano. Not considered to be extinct, not yet. It's 7.5 by 2 miles in width, and they say that's large enough to fit the island of Manhattan within the crater's rim. 2,000 to 3,000 feet lower the floor of the crater. You can hike down, of course, go by 2 trails and 3 cabins. The only vehicle, however, has ever been allowed to the crater floor was a lunar rover. And prior to the first moon landing, the astronauts came here in their spacesuits or train to simulate walking on the moon. Cones again with miniature volcanoes from that left. It's all cinder up here, not dirt yet. The red coloring, which is common to our soils in the islands, comes from volcanic activities which creates iron oxide. Iron oxide gives soil the red coloring, the red tint. We'll come back to up on the right hand side, Nathan, Teri. Among the crevices to the lower right is where we find, on the drier side of the island, axis deer and feral goats who stand the drier end while boating on the greener side. Crevices created by erosion.
What is the maximum altitude you go in a helicopter?
Well, it depends. The aircraft can go up to 23,000 feet, but once we go above 14,000, everyone on board needs to be breathing out of an oxygen tank. On a silver of Haleakala, no else but the silver sword plant brought back by near extinction here in Haleakala. Also found up here too, but the ninny goose, a white state bird. The channel that sits between Maui and the Big Island, the Ali Nuhiha'a channel, goes down 18,000 feet. Now, we're going to start descending out of 7,500 feet. On the way down, let's be ears cleared. If they get stuffed, we can clear them by yawning, swallowing, chewing a gum. What I found to be very effective is to keep our mouth closed, pinch our noses, and just blow gently enough to clear our ears.
Ana koreo e uririe, o kai manu loa e kei. Kia I makaraia o ke kaha, o ia kai palana mai e uririe. Ulili hoi, ulili holo holo ka kei, kai walana mai uririe.
How long have you been flying?
29 years so far. Started in the National Guard as a mechanic in 1979, went to flight school in 84. Been flying around the islands ever since.
Must be a rough job.
I enjoy it, but I am a typical employee, I must admit. I do wake up in the morning and oh man, I gotta go to work. But you know, I'm very grateful. areas along Haleakala, the crater it weakened and it collapsed from erosion, but volcanic activities are still occurring inside the crater, and lava flowed out of the gap. One of them is to our left, a wavy pattern from the lava flow. It's under the vegetation now, but come out of what is known as Kaupo Gap and extended the coastline just a little to our left. And again, let's be sure to keep our ears cleared on the way down. Mountains are very porous, they're made from lava. Whenever it rains, it of course rains at the top of the mountains and the rainwater goes into the mountain itself. After being filled from within, it'll then seep out to whatever cracks and crevices it finds, giving us our waterfalls. Leeward side of the island only has 20 inches of rainfall up ahead. As we come out of this valley, turn left, we come around, and based on the wind line, we end up going to the windward end. And the vegetation rapidly changes. There's 65 inches of rainfall per year.
Endless summer is gone. I'll be lonely.
Village along the shoreline to the right front side. Buried there is Charles Lindbergh, who lived the last 8 years of his life on this remote side of Maui. Upon his passing in 1974. living in that village along the coast now for the last 2.5 years after Woody
Is this like national forest?
Not this part, but up ahead, this valley we're going to be crossing is part of the national park. The boundary of the national park extends through this valley. It is a biological preserve. Birds and plants that are found nowhere else in the world, except in that valley. It was kept pre-man arrival, where these islands were prior to man's arrival, introducing invasive species and such.
Every bright star we may share. Love me always, promise always. You'll remember too. To your arms someday I'll return the same. I will remember every bright star we make a share. Love me always, promise always. You'll remember too.
Here on the greener side of the island again is where we find wild boars. They like to dig up the roots of the plants. Very ideal for them. Cattle all by themselves over more or less, Martina. Not my baby cat. All by themselves up there. Usually the trails are for the wild boar in this area. We still hunt them the old ways, use a hunting night, and catch up with them. Have you driven out to, I'm sure you have, already to Hana, Jim? Before you. Down Hana Bay up ahead. Well, that's good. Hana Town, Hana Bay, and Hana Ranch in front of us. It's going to be a 55-mile drive, 617 turns to make, 56 miles. Residents call it Heavenly Hana. So you spend a few days out here, you understand why. Nothing has changed out here for the last 4 years. Hana Ranch to the right, one of 3 ranches in Maui, and it produces 25% of the island's beef. Before it was a sugar plantation out here.
Gentle breeze whispering haunting melodies to you softly. A whisper to you softly. Feel the winds through the trees singing sweet harmony to you softly.
next nearest major landmass to the Hawaiian Islands, by the way, would be about 2,300 miles outside, and that would be California.
The grace of her hand, she can tell you that the winds only blow. No more
Neighbors, Romapio has had a home out here for the last 25 years. I was airplane in Hana Airport about a month ago. Chris Christopherson had a home out here for the last 20 years. I'll show you where Beetle George Harrison's estate is. Just further down the shoreline here shortly. So Maui was like two separate volcanoes. The West Maui Mountains, the older volcano, the younger one here, Haleakala. So the West Maui is 2 million years old. Over here, 900,000 years old. So youngest side of the island, very young, rough lava coastline.
With the grace of her hand, she tell you that the stars only glitter at the setting of a sunset. With the grace of her hand, she can tell you that the winds only blow. No mountainside is there to touch her. And there's the sun and the moon talking stories, telling tales about a new day. Aloha mele, Elohe kamakani. Gentle breeze whispering haunting melodies to you softly. A whisper to you softly. Hear the winds through the trees singing sweet harmonies to you softly. Aloha mele, pretty
Along the coastline, to the left-hand side, Beetle George Harrison's estate.
Nice.
Kui po, I love you more today than yesterday. But I love you less today, less than I will tomorrow. See the sweet Hawaiian rose, see it blossom, see it grow. That's the story of our love. Ever since we said hello, Kui po, I love you more today than yesterday. I love you less today, less than I will tomorrow. As the years go by, we'll recall our wedding day. I will be there by your side. You will always hear me say, Kui po, I love you more today than yesterday. But I love you less today. you're my Hawaiian sweetheart. Ku'uipo, you're my Hawaiian.
The Hana Highway does go through those taller trees on the left front side. From those tall trees to about 3 miles to the right, I find it the most beautiful part of the whole drive. So you kind of have to get about halfway through it to get out here. Just take your time.
I forgot, what are the real colorful bark trees?
Eucalyptus trees. The tall ones too, yeah. Eucalyptus, and then to the right front side, the light green cauliflower-looking clump of trees, kukui nut trees, a white state tree. The taller ones are kind of purplish sometimes, eucalyptus trees. Take a look at one more waterfall.
No ke ano ahi ahi, ke aloha la, I ka ali'a ana mai. No ke ano
Left-hand side
ahi
again,
ahi,
Martina.
ke aloha la, I ka ali'a ana mai.
Let's start heading back towards Kahului. You know, from this side of the island, capture the water for the irrigation of the sugar cane. They capture via flumes from the streams or the waterfalls. And anywhere between 20 to 100 million of water is transferred from this side of the island per day for the sugar cane fields. Should we go up this valley to the left, Kenai Valley will take us right back into the floor of Haleakala. Water line. They planted the row of eucalyptus trees next to it in 1876, just so they can come back and find it. They were grown by the vegetation. The eucalyptus tree, by the way, was brought to the islands by the Australians about that and the macadamia nut tree. in and the rainfall drops with it, it abruptly changes from a forest there to the lake to this open pasture land. Only contact Honolulu on air traffic control. Pick us up on radar for Mayback. Country Maui, also known as country to some. They have the annual rodeos, these 4th of July weekends up there. Polo matches also throughout the year.
On the island, we do it handstand. Mountain to the ocean, from Maui to the leeward side. On the island, we do it handstand. From the mountain to the ocean, from Maui to the leeward side. Mama's in Africa, cooking dinner with beef stew on the stove, no mess with the ice. We don't drink and we sing all day. Cardi coffee like the old Hawaiian way on the island. We do it island style. From the mountain to the ocean, from Maui to the leeward side.
Maui is the only island that gets sugar cane in the state. Fields aren't big enough for this to grow. Fields are normally green. With some patches of yellow, that is part of the process. They shut the water supply system onto the field to let it dry. Set it on fire, just to burn all the unwanted leaves and blemishes. The process of here in Maui to the brown sugar stage, then ship it over to California. Refined to the white sugar as we know it. All in all, they say it takes about a ton of water to produce sugar. It'll be worth your time to take the drive into Eal Valley. Middle West House always a very scenic drive. Now, everyone still has the seatbelts fastened? Okay, we'll do landing airports right again. Have yourself a wonderful one. Next time I promise we'll fly upside down. And after we land, it's of course a friendly reminder to remain within the aircraft. We'll wait for the tower to come out to open our doors. And when it's time for you to exit, make your way out towards the front. Fill the blue box that we're standing in front of. Take care, everyone. Enjoy yourself. Aloha.
Aloha. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Enjoy now.
Mahalo, fine job.
Mahalo, Jim. Thank you, sir.
Mama's in the kitchen cooking dinner real beef stew.
Okay, this one's for Gabby. gonna stop. Wake up, we're far behind.
Thank you very, very much, everyone.
Where trouble
Thank you.
looks
Thank
like
you. Enjoy yourself.
high above
Oh, let's see.
that's where
Go ahead and take off your
you find
seatbelts. Just rotate the black knob in the center. We'll come undone.
somewhere over the rainbow. Bluebirds
You take off your headset, it goes above you. Or for those in the back, it goes below you. Hello, everyone. Take care now.
dream that you did to, oh why can't I? Well, I see trees of green and red roses too. I watch them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself,